Drake and 21 Savage sued over the Vogue cover? Vogue's publisher is suing Drake and 21 Savage over assertions that they utilized the brand name to endorse their new album, Her Loss, without authorization. Do you have any idea about this case? Well, let's dive into the video to know this. Watch this video till the end and subscribe to Celebrivo for more such uploads. Here we begin! Condé Nast, the global company, contends that the rapper's promo movement was created completely on the unauthorized usage of Vogue trademarks and incorrect representations. Yes, you heard it right. According to Vogue, Drake and 21 Savage have used their brand names to promote their new album. Well, it might be surprising to hear, but let's look at their case and see what will happen next. Vogue stated that the popular musicians developed a counterfeit question of the magazine, which they disseminated. You will find that in the grievance, the publisher announced it's pursuing at least $4 million, which is £3.49 million, and that's a huge sum. The Condé Nast lawsuit asserts that the corporation has no option but to begin this action and seek the prompt injunctive assistance mandated herein, as well as any acceptable financial remedies to prevent the category of brazen violations and fraudulent publicity in which defendants have partaken. Well, you won't believe it, but according to the case, Drake and 21 Savage seemingly distributed copies of this fake question of Vogue magazine in North America's major metropolitan regions, and that includes New York City and Los Angeles, to facilitate the fake magazine cover both on online and offline and on social media. Larry Stein, who is the lawyer representing Drake and 21 Savage, has not yet reacted to BBC Newsbeat's petition for a statement. However, they probably must feel guilty or think their statement will create more struggle for them. Condé Nast furthermore claims that the rappers falsely indicated having the affection and assistance of Vogue editor-in-chief Anna Wintour. Their grievance says it resulted in unmistakable turmoil, with Drake and 21 Savage being incorrectly praised as new cover stars. The legal paperwork stated that all of this was inaccurate, and none of it had been authorized by Condé Nast. Well, this is not the end. The paperwork also added that the rappers were unstable and were disregarding the publisher's rights to have left it with no option but to comment on their actions. Thomas Walters, who established the advertising agency Billion Dollar Boy, explained that the publisher must uphold itself because the Vogue brand is everything to the platform. Thomas said that in an era where journalism is invariably being utilized for free, people aren't purchasing magazines anymore. People aren't purchasing magazines anymore. That is their importance. Furthermore, he added that from their viewpoint, 21 Savage and Drake had utilized the brand without reimbursing for that interest. And if Drake and 21 Savage don't endorse it in this example, then there is a danger that anyone could begin utilizing the Vogue brand. And this is certainly true. Anyone could enjoy their trademark without even having authorization. It is not surprising to notice that their new album has yet to get many great reviews, and the reason is obvious enough. After its release on the 4th of November, their new album Her Loss has got mixed reviews and has also resulted in a stir after one track. Circo Loco seemed to indicate singer Megan Thee Stallion had told an untruth about being shot. Well, music publication NME provided that the album had 3 stars, explaining that it was a sensational chance and marred by songwriting and packed with cheap misogyny. There are some other criticisms too. However, you will find that Rolling Stone went on a step further as she branded the album as a misfire. Condé Nast is pursuing at least $4 million in damages or triple Drake and 21 Savage's profit from their new album and counterfeit magazine. But let's ask ourselves, could this ever work out well for Drake and 21 Savage? Thompson said that he believes that Drake and 21 Savage are clearly going to profit from accompanying that, possibly more so than the quantity the lawsuit is contending. Thompson further said that when we are a star at the caliber of Drake, we understand that we are actually inclined to take the danger. They obviously would have noticed a bigger upside there than the downside. Let's see what the legal specialists are saying about it. Legal experts speculate that the publisher of Vogue magazine has a powerful case in a brand lawsuit that could amount to rappers 21 Savage and Drake millions. And guys, this is certainly a loss to these famous personalities of Hollywood. With a lawsuit that was classified just days earlier, it's tough to identify how the case might shift forward. One alternative for Condé Nast, which is according to BB, could be documenting a provisional restraining order on initial injunction in the subsequent days to halt further publicity of the fake Vogue. As of Wednesday afternoon, the basic post on Drake's Instagram page is presently gone. And because the rappers facilitated satirical content with other media elements, like they were deceiving to take part in an NPR Tiny Desk performance and a concert on Saturday Night Live where others could come ahead with similar cases. Still, the rappers could contend that trademark law does not have a particular hoax defense, according to Mark P. McKenna, a law professor at UCLA. McKenna had been closely watching the case as he specializes in intellectual property and privacy law. McKenna said that the fundamental notion of trademark violation is that the complaint has to indicate the likelihood of confusion, and therefore, what they see some judiciary sometimes says is if the parody is evident, then there's not going to be any unrest because people will comprehend that it's a hoax. But the attention which was produced from the lawsuit could be one means to provide more attention to the album's release. McKenna further said that this is part of the stunt. There was a kind of planned risk that was made there. He meant that even if the judiciary orders them to quit doing this, as they have already accomplished it, then they have received attention. He believes that's why Vogue was attempting to pursue money to make it severe enough for people so that they won't commit it again. Let me tell you that this is not the first time a performer has lately confronted a trademark violation lawsuit while promoting a new release. For instance, you must have known that Nike sued brand MSCHF after it banded with rapper Lil Nas X on revising Nike Air Max 97s into Satan shoes that were traded at the exact time that the rapper released his single Montero, Call Me By Your Name back in 2021. After instantly halting any further deals with shoes, Nike ultimately resolved the case with MSCHF. So that's all for today. What do you think about this matter? Do you think Drake and 21 Savage will be able to get over it? Let me know in the comments section below. Make sure to subscribe and smash the bell icon to get more uploads like this. See you soon!